Secondly,
I talked to them literally a couple hours before then, so I had like 2 hours to be like,
right.
oh shit.
Now, I actually dispute though that we haven't been talking about dating. We've actually pretty much only talked about dating for the vast majority of the show. All that stuff about money, I presented a really compelling case for why it's actually really related to dating.
No, it is.
Money is related to dating. All the feminism stuff, it was still within the lens and framework of a dating conversation.
Yeah.
I could go, like, if we're having a feminism debate, if I started going off and like, oh, the 18 whatever Seneca Falls Convention and blah, 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 and I'm trying to think of some other stuff. If we start getting into like draft conversations and like women's suffrage in the 1920s.
It's all in the lens of dating, and I understand.
Then we could be like, okay, we're getting a little bit off of dating.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But the conversation has been pretty much about like gender roles, dating, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a confusion there. I guess though, I mean, I don't know if you reiterated this, people are free to get up and step away from the table if you want to use the bathroom. We're not, so people can take breaks. It sounded like when I was away, you were saying we're not allowed break. People can take breaks. You've gotten up a couple times. Other people have gotten up a couple times. We have food back there. We fed you guys.
Appreciate that.
So I don't really think that this is really a fair characterization at all. Got pizza. There's a bunch of snacks back there.
Actually, I might take you up on that. I have not eaten today.
So, but like,
is it typical?
Is it typical in police interrogations that you're provided with breaks whenever you want? You have a really snazzy bathroom. You're given food.
You know, you do make a valid point. I don't have any rebuttal against that,
also,
because you do have a good point.
Any of you, we'd like you guys to say, but if any of you were like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm leaving. You're not detained. None of you are detained. None of you here. Like, you can't just walk out of a police interrogation. Well, I guess I'm not going to get into the, I mean, if you can be arrested and being interrogated, in which case you're not free to leave. Anyways, that's kind of besides the point. What was your other criticisms?
Honestly, that was pretty much it.
So
then again, it could be a factor of my ADHD brain and my sleep deprivation, so I will actually take you up on the bathroom break and the energy drinks. And I do appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I truly...
We're really just a jail here. We're just, with our energy drinks and
it's so bad I'm getting confined.
Our pizza, and I'm just confused about the bright lights. Didn't you say something about water? Like, no. Felicity's gotten you refills like 4 times or something. No,
that's not what I mean. I said no. I said we absolutely do get water and we do get food, but there's just something about the environment and the atmosphere that I don't know, man.
That's why.
Maybe I'm just not used to the Hollywood shit, dude. This is probably how every podcast is run, but this is the first time I've gone on an 8-hour-long podcast like this, so maybe this is how it's all supposed to be.
Maybe that's why the wage gap exists. Well, I don't think it actually exists, but I think most men would be just chilling, having a conversation for 8 hours. In fact, shouldn't women be better attuned to just sitting around having a conversation? I don't think it's particularly physically hard to do
I'm not that good at sitting in one place for too long.
Right.
I get very jumpy. That's just me. So my
other question here is, you had reached out, you DM'd us asking to put you on the show. As far as there should have been perhaps an effort on your part to have watched the show that you requested to be on and flew all the way from Florida to be here to do, and took a train and did XYZ to be here. Don't you think that says more about you than it would say about me?
It could.
Yeah, what is going on with the mic? You got to make me aware. I can't see the mic, so you got to let me know.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, just leave the mic where it is, please.
Yes, sir.
So, isn't that more a lacking on your part than anything that I'm doing on the podcast?
To an extent, yes.
Like, you asked to be on the show, you saw Kybra's clip. Like, that was clearly the clip that you saw with Kybra, clearly like a contentious adversarial conversation that we were having with her. So I don't understand where the confusion here is.
Yeah, you're right. To an extent, I'll be dead honest with you. I knew exactly what I was getting into. I knew exactly there would come a point where I was
so you lied?
What do you mean I lied?
Well, you hold on.
I didn't
On
do
one
like
hand,
intentional research.
But you
on
said
this.
you knew exactly what you're getting into, but then also didn't